Since the start of episode 7, Valorant will never be the same again. Listen, if you suck at taking gunfights, use this secret. Whether you're silver, gold, plat, diamond, or even ascendant, this is so valuable. So, if you suck at taking fights, as I said earlier, or you're scared, or you feel like you always get one-tapped, use Team Deathmatch to get better. I'm going to show you how to use Team Deathmatch to rank up and limit the number of gunfights you lose in your rank matches. Team Deathmatch is way better than the old regular deathmatch. In this mode, all of your enemies spawn directly in front of you, so this factor alone makes this game mode a lot more like ranked. Even though this mode has unique maps, you can still take what you learn and apply it to your ranked matches. Hear me out. If you've been playing Valorant for an entire episode, by now you already know the maps well enough to have good crosshair placement and have an idea as to where head level is. So, understand this, do not overthink it, because the only thing that's really holding you back is the skill to win your gunfights with confidence, and not overthinking if your crosshair is in the right spot. So, this is what I want you to do. While playing Team Deathmatch, focus on your headshot percentage. Currently, I am sitting at a 37% headshot percentage for this game mode, but my goal is to get it up to 40%. And actually guys, at the time of this recording, I actually was able to hit 40%, yeah. But with that being said, I am playing Team Deathmatch with this as my main focus. While I am fighting with an enemy, I am not crouch spraying nor shooting as soon as I see an enemy on my screen. I am taking my time and ensuring that I get that smooth headshot. While I am lining up the headshot, I am not allowing myself to be scared of death. If I die, I die. Who cares? But of course, in order to give myself as much time as possible to get the headshot, this is what I need to do. Before engaging in a fight, I want to already have a general idea as to where the enemy will be or be swinging from. This is kind of called a danger zone, or what I like to call a danger zone. I will place my crosshair in that area or in that danger zone. Once the enemy appears on my screen, I want to take a strafe to give myself time to ensure that my crosshair is on their head. Before you take a strafe, feel free to shoot one or give it a little burst. This way, you force the enemies to commit to a fight and it allows you to dodge their bullets like Neo from the Matrix and headshot them. But whether you're holding an angle or peeking, a simple strafe in one direction can give you the time that you need to micro-adjust your crosshair onto the enemy's head to get that nice headshot. When shooting your weapon, do not panic. You need to either tap or burst, but do not spray in this game mode just yet. First, fix your headshot percentage with tapping and bursting. When we spray, we tend to enter a state of desperation and panic, which we want to try to avoid. Now, give yourself time because you won't get 40% headshot percentage overnight. Make this your main focus until you have achieved that goal. Now, before we get into the next tip, I want to give you guys a bonus tip. But before we get into the bonus tip, do you guys want to hear something crazy? Over 80% of you guys who watch my content are not subscribed. Please consider subscribing and join my Discord for 100% free coaching. If you want to be an absolute baller, please consider becoming a server subscriber on my Discord so I can get you guys to Immortal full time. Now, for the bonus tip, after you work on your headshot percentage, I want you guys to focus on your KD. And many of you guys may be thinking, yo, Sando, what's so important about KD? Isn't KD irrelevant? Yes and no. The reason I like to value KD is because that tells me that you're able to stay alive. Your KD also tells me that you're a hard target to eliminate in the middle of a gunfight. So focus on that. After you get a 40% headshot percentage, I want you to now focus on being able to stay alive. Get a kill, remain alive after that kill so that way you can get more later on. I'd rather for you guys to go 20 and 10 rather than 29 and 28. The more kills you can get while remaining alive, the better you'll be in your ranked games. Trust and believe that. So how can you practice on doing this? Well, the easiest thing is just to be smart when taking fights. Obviously, don't swing out into the open where you have no cover to dead zone behind or use in the middle of a gunfight. Stay close to cover. If you guys watch Sinatra like we checked out on my stream, he loves fighting close to walls and dead zoning the walls. It ensures him that he's able to get kills, but also that he's a hard person to eliminate, meaning he's able to remain alive longer and close out the rounds himself rather than having to rely on teammates. So again, while you're in team deathmatch, focus on taking fights close to cover in a smart way, not just swinging out in the middle of the open, trying to get one kill, because that ain't gonna get you far. Now, once you have achieved this goal and the one I gave you before about the headshot percentage, what should you do next? Well, the amazing part about this game mode is that we can use abilities. So what I want you to learn next is how to use your abilities to help you win gunfights. So if I'm a Fade main, I want to start learning how to use my Prowler properly so it wins me gunfights. I want to learn exactly how I need to throw it, whether I throw it controlling the Prowler the entire way, or should I send it down the lane following the dog with my gun out, ready to shoot at an enemy that it bites. If I am Skye, I want to learn how I can throw my flashes to get me more kills without breaking a sweat. The more time we spend learning this stuff, the better we can expect ourselves to do in our ranked games. There is a technique to throw every piece of utility in the game. It's up to you to learn it. Going back to our Fade example, instead of throwing our Prowler like this, manually curving the utility around a corner, we can instead deploy it like this at an angle, so that way we don't have to manually make it turn a corner, so it turns automatically, allowing us to have our gun out in time, ready to secure the kill. Same thing with the Skye flash example. We can learn, instead of making it manually turn a corner, we can instead throw it in a way to where it automatically turns a corner on its own, so we have our gun out once we pop our flash, so we can actually shoot and eliminate the blinded enemies. Here is an example of how you need to properly play team deathmatch to get better. While watching this example, I want you to pay attention to how I move, shoot, and use my utility to help me get kills, but also how I take these fights. Notice how I'm not taking stupid fights out in the open. I'm using cover and being smart. Check it out.
Reloading. Bomb grenade out. Alarm bot out. Reloading.
Down you go. New stage in.
One down.
Raiders on a rampage. Stage 2.
Grenade. Good. Turret out. Swarm grenade. Ready for me. Got three. Here. Turret destroyed. Oh!
Stage 3.
Raiders down.
Rampage. Ultimate Ops.
Alright, well, you can try replicating this when you play Team Deathmatch, and you will see how your performance just skyrockets over time. But just be sure to remain confident and calm while playing. Now, it is one thing to be able to dominate in Team Deathmatch, but as soon as you jump into the ranked game, your movement may look a little weird. So, make sure to watch my Move Like a Rating video next, because you won't regret it, and well, I'll just see you there, ladies and gentlemen. Deuce deucey, everyone.